Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And you know what time it is?
It's a daily dose of Dismal Disney.
It is time for a daily dose of Dismal Disney.
And likely a geeky rant, because I am beyond fed up.
Oh my god, a lot of people are. So Disney put tickets on sale for the Boo Bash, which is basically a very stripped down version of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween
They're
Party.
calling it an after-hours event. Now, after-hours events tend to be more limited than parties.
Right.
So that's how they're getting away with it.
And, you know, people were complaining about the price of it. It is considerably more expensive than Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is a fraction of the experience. We thought it would lead to maybe people passing on it, but that is not the case. Everybody wants tickets to this thing, and you cannot get through to buy them.
Before we get into it any further,
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 193,000, almost 194,000 subs.
woohoo!
Thank you for the support. Still thinking about that 200K. I don't know what we're gonna
I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to get through the day because I'm so pissed right now. I can't even. So this Boo Bash fiasco. What happened? Okay. So the tickets don't officially go on sale until June 15th. However, if you booked a hotel reservation at select Disney Resort hotels, which means pretty much all of them, you were allowed to call today and get your tickets. Now, not online, which would be easier, like on the app or whatever. No. You had to call, which resulted in people using multiple phone lines to call. And before the 7 o'clock a.m. start time, freezing up the lines, and now it's hours later, and a lot of people can't get tickets. Yet somehow Halloween sold out. They added more tickets, and that sold out again. And most people can't even get to the phone lines at all.
Yeah, so there are a lot of angry tweets about this. People were up at 6:30 in the morning trying to get through. This is not the first time this has happened.
Nope, this happens all the damn time.
With Disney. But regardless of it, whether or not it's a special event or, shop Disney merch or something, Disney, for whatever reason, does not seem to want to employ more people to answer phones.
Easy problem solved. Let you do it on the My Disney Experience app. If you have a hotel reservation, it should come up. Do you want to reserve park? No, Not So Scary, or no, I'm sorry, Boo Bash tickets that day? Hell yeah, I do. Click the button. This is fucking, sorry mom, but she knows how frustrated I am, ridiculous. How many hours are we trying?
We have been trying since like 8 o'clock this morning.
Right, and never got through. A lot of people are reporting the same things, which was you get through, if you get through at all, you get put in hold and they hang up on you, which happened to you.
Yeah, I was actually on hold for 20 minutes, listening to the Disney music, listening to the incredibly problematic Splash Mountain soundtrack.
Right. Leave that on the line.
Leave that there, and then all of a sudden I just hear beep, beep, and they hung up on me.
And here's the thing. You're like, why are you going anyway? Well, we were going to cover for Pirates and Princesses, which is a Disney blog. So, of course, we were going to try to go to that. At this point, if we don't get tickets, we're just canceling our trip because, a lot of people are. On Twitter, people are talking. And they're like, if I don't get tickets to this thing, I'm canceling my trip because I only booked the trip to get early access to buy tickets. This is effing ridiculous. And it's just a clusterfuck of epic proportions. This, along with people being mad about what happened at Avengers Campus when it opened last week, whatever day it was last week. I'm sorry, I'm just so pissed today. It's all over the damn place, and I am not happy.
A lot of people not happy, and this comes right after, the Avengers Campus.
Latest.
And we'll, let me see here. Let's see if anybody's actually gotten tickets.
People have, but they had to wait all day.
Oh, DVC people are getting them.
Oh, no, I know that. DVC people have a separate number they get to call. We're annual pass holders, and we don't get a separate number.
Life's like a sandwich, no matter which way you flip it, bread always comes first. Now, this is, I want to talk about this, and we'll talk about the specifics of it. But here's the thing. Disney fans are in an abusive relationship. Like, Disney does not treat its customers very well these days. They know they're a bunch of pay pigs, and they can get away with, jacking prices, offering shoddy experiences at an overinflated rate, jacking food prices, making people pay for parking, et cetera, and they push it all for FOMO, fear of missing out.
Well, here's
fear
the thing.
Of missing out.
They're supposed to be, the reason they're saying the prices are so high, $50 a ticket, basically more than what Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween prices were normally. Because, it's an ultra exclusive after hours event, and our after hours events are more limited. Well, that was the case. How come that Halloween sold out? They added more tickets, and that sold out again. So what's going to happen is they're just going to add more tickets, and then you're going to be getting 3 hours not being able to do anything, which is what the Mickey's Not So Scary Party is anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to end up being so damn packed, you're not going to be able to do anything anyway, because they're just going to shove as many people in there as they can for the idea that you're supposed to have short wait times and a short, it's a much smaller group of people, but they're going to shove as many in there as they can get.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And WDW guest services not answering people.
No, they're not answering the phones.
They're not answering the phones. They're just hanging up on you. I've been on the phone for over an hour. Oh.
Well, here, I'll do it while we're talking. I'll do it right here.
Everybody's been on the phone.
And I'll show you what happens. Okay, so you call the number. Put it on speaker. You call the number if it lets me through, because my phone for some reason it keeps just going to silence. It doesn't let me do anything. Maybe it won't let me do anything. Maybe we could try yours, because yours seems to at least get through. No, nothing.
Nothing.
That's one of the numbers. Let's try the other number.
Nothing. That's the sound of silence.
It's nothing on mine. Mine won't even connect. It was giving me like, it's busy or whatever. I'm not even getting that now.
Let's see what happens. See what happens.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
That's one.
Check the number and dial again.
Oh, I know the number.
Try it again.
Let's try the other number. I know the number.
On my phone, I'm not even getting connected. It just sits in silence.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I was getting, a lot of times it would just like make a noise and hang up.
Here we go.
It has dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Oh, I got the right number.
Here's the thing. This has been going on for 7 hours now. 7 hours.
I love this one. Not me waiting for all the room openings that happen after people can't get Boo Bash tickets. A lot of people booked trips around Boo Bash because they didn't do Not So Scary Halloween Party last year. So people are excited that the Halloween Party, which is one of Disney's most popular offerings, is coming back, and it's not going well.
Right, so that they're not doing the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween Party, and then with this Boo Bash, we're talking like it's like way shorter time wise. You get like 3 hours of the party and 2 hours early admission. Where with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, I think it was like 5 hours of the party and like 2 or 3 hours early admission. And here, if you go here, I'm going to take you here real quick. These are the prices. Do you have it put up? Yeah, these are the prices, guys. They're asking now. Normally, Not So Scary Halloween prices are about $50 cheaper. Okay, so these are the prices.
$200 a head on
right,
Halloween.
And they're sold out. So these are the prices they're charging, and there's no discount after October 5th that they're charging for this stupid event. And the only reason we were going to go was to cover, which is, if we don't get tickets, I'm not concerned about it because I am sure I can find somebody else to cover it.
Yeah,
we have people that can cover it. But it just annoys me because our daughter really wanted to go because her nickname's Boo. So she was like, she wanted to go. We booked the trip just to go, which we're going to be canceling if we don't get tickets because I'm not paying them to not go.
No answer. I mean, everybody keeps tweeting at Walt Disney World and at guest services, and they never answer.
They're not going to care. They'll just go to the investor call and be like, our numbers are up this month from all the money we took for tickets.
Oh, yeah. This is a fiasco. And this isn't the Boo Bash night. This Boo Bash night is already sold out. That would be Halloween. Halloween. 6 hours trying to get tickets. What the actual fuck happened with the Boo Bash tickets? I've been in the queue for 3 hours. Honestly, who fucked this up?
We couldn't even get through to the queue. Well, we did one time. One time got through the queue. And 20 minutes into it, got kicked out. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even have words.
If you're calling about Boo Bash, there are 1,400 TAs on hold and 1,000+ sales calls waiting at 10 a.m. Have fun. Have fun, everybody.
Yeah, because a lot of travel agents coming in and booking for all their clients. So, it was really, really short-sighted at Disney. But this keeps happening. This greed, this way they're handling things keeps happening. They want to hire enough people to cover it. They could have put it in a different way, like on their website or on the app. They didn't do that. They got backlash because of their Avenger campus opening, too. We'll talk about that. The lines for this thing wrapped around the park. Yeah. And then you had to wait. So basically, from my understanding, if you were lucky enough to get a what do they call it? Virtual queue for the new Web Slingers ride, which frankly to me it looks like
it looks like ass. I'm gonna say it. I
told you. It looks like Toy Story Mania.
Yeah, okay, so the original, now I was working for another Disney blog back when they leaked the patent to what was supposed to be the Spider-Man attraction. And it was supposed to be really cool. It was supposed to be like Star Tours, except you were going to be, I guess, suspended by a cable, like you were swinging through the city. And it was supposed to be a really, really cool thing. What they delivered is just a bunch of screens.
Mm-hmm, that's all it is, guys. It's screens.
And, the thing that gets me about this is I gotta wonder on some level if they didn't do this because they were thinking, we might lose the Spider-Man movies, once our Sony deal is up. And we can just, since it's just a movie, we can just switch out.
That's what I have to wonder, because it really is just screens, guys. That's all it is. It's a bunch of screens. You're in a vehicle that is like Midway Mania, where the vehicle spins and there's like two different, one team on one side, one team on the other, or back to back, just like you are on that ride. That's all it reminds me of. Or it's not even like cool like Men in Black. Like you have the shoot 'em up type thing like Men in Black at Universal, but at least then you have like all kinds of stuff actually happening around you. Men in Black's much better than what I saw with this. And then on top of that, they're charging now that if you want to get better scores, you have to buy extra stuff to take with you onto the ride if you get into the ride.
Of course you do.
So that you can use your improved shooters or whatever for special effects
Improved shooters.
And I don't know what else to word it as.
That sounds like a pandemic thing. Like, has your shooter been approved?
It's
CDC
insane.
says approve your shooters.
But they had this long line. And you couldn't even get in. So if if they got a virtual queue, you could get in. Otherwise, you had to wait in line just to enter the campus to spend money on shit and buy food. And people waited hours.
Yeah.
Hours to get in, the ones that could get in. So it was a cluster. Their mobile ordering thing was a cluster. Heck, even the OC Register has an article about 10 ways Disneyland can fix the campus after insane opening weekend. They're talking about open the gates.
Open the gates.
Standby virtual queue. No one wants to wait in a 6-hour line. So basically a virtual queue to get in the virtual queue. A timed entry. Time limits. Well, they did time limits before for
They did Galaxy's Edge. It seems like they rolled Galaxy's Edge out better, but then again, I don't think the demand for Galaxy's Edge was as high in Disneyland. And, this is after Disneyland's been shut down for a year and a half. So
pause mobile ordering, have more dining space, more vending carts, install plexiglass because, for physical distancing, because people were right on top of each other. Post show times, new soundtrack. Okay, but this is what was going on. It was a mess, and other people are doing articles about why the virtual queue lottery is so frustrating. But that's what they're doing now, and now they're talking that they might double down the virtual queue moving forward for attractions at both parks, where more things will be virtual queue. And it's basically if you're lucky enough to get one.
Number 11, just don't fucking go. It's not going anywhere. You can always go later after, but the thing is all these influencers want to be the first ones there because they're like, oh my God, we're so starved for Disney pictures on our Instagram. It's been a year and a half.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. We were going to go to the Boob Bash for the same reason, it's because it's our job. But that's our job to cover it.
I thought you said the Boob Bash.
No, it's pretty much Boob Bash now. But it's like boob idiot morons who are running this whole thing.
Grimlock Bash boobs.
And of course. It's not the cast members' fault, so I'm not gonna take it on them. But they're the ones that have to deal with all this shit because the powers that be can't plan things out. Go ahead and read some more comments.
I love this one. This is my favorite. In honor of Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, Disney customer service is actually opting to use only the technology and pixie dust they had 50 years ago to deal with the reservations.
I know, that was a beautiful comment. I applaud you.
This is just, it's a cluster, guys. Like, I mean, I guess I don't get it. We were trying to get tickets again to cover for the blog, but like, it's way overpriced for what it is. And I think what gets me is just Disney's customer service or lack of. I mean, people are tweeting at them like, what the hell is going on? They're just like crickets.
Well, I'm concerned because the reason they're saying that they're going to charge that much more than like Mickey's Not So Scary is because it's supposed to be more exclusive than Mickey's Not So Scary. But I bet you money it's not. I bet you money they just keep adding tickets because like, well, these idiots are going to pay it.
Yes.
I'm including us in that when I say that. I'm not just, bashing anybody else, including us. So, thinking that they're paying more to get more, time and everything else. But what we're going to do is we're just going to shove, we can sell 3 times the amount of tickets for this. They're going to.
Yeah, they are. And this is what Disney does. They jack the prices. They say it's for your benefit. We're raising the prices for your benefit because the parks will be less crowded, and they actually shove as many, if not more, people into the parks as humanly possible. I mean, the last Not So Scary Halloween party we went to was what, 2019? 2018?
2019.
And it was about a week before Halloween, and it was...
Well, no, it was earlier than that. It was
like a regular day of the Magic Kingdom. I mean, it was packed.
We've been to the events when it was like later in September, when it was like an off time, just as packed.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Like, they just shove as many people in there as they can, and you cannot convince me when you're hearing that it was sold out. And then one person on a board I was on said the cast member told them that they sold out, they added more tickets, and that sold out again. So we already know they're adding more tickets, and they could be taking it out of if they have an allotment for the 15th, but I bet they don't. I mean, people are pissed, and they have a good reason to be pissed, especially people who booked a trip and paid the hotel room, paid all that stuff. When they're already limiting how many people are in hotels, how the hell are they sold out?
Yeah, it's what they should do is they should make it, or send you an email or something and say, hey, we see you booked a trip for these dates. Do you want first access?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you should be able to use the park the park app. The My Disney Experience app. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place because I'm not pissed.
She's very salty today. Yes.
They could have used the app, and if you already had a reservation, they could see. Oh, you have a reservation for one of the select hotels during this time frame. Would you like to add these tickets? Yes or no? And then let you try it. If it turned out that they don't have any more available, then you say, oh, I'm sorry, or not send you the option at all. But it's ridiculous. I mean, we're talking hours now. People have been trying since 6:30 this morning.
All the Disney blogs, they're all talking about what a cluster this is.
Because it is a cluster.
Like, this is not doing them any favors. And again, this is all about, influencers not wanting to miss out, I think. It's about people who haven't gone to the park in a long time. It's about the fact that Not So Scary Halloween Party was canceled last year because of the pandemic. But even then, it's way overpriced for what it is. But look, Disney consumers are in an abusive relationship. It doesn't matter how badly Disney treats them. Everybody comes back for more. They always come back for more. Very few people who said, hey, I'm done with Disney are actually done with Disney.
Now, I know there's some message boards they were trying to get people to not go just to try it. Because they said as soon as we give them what they want, I'm trying again, no one's there. As soon as we give them what they want, they're just going to think they can get away with it. And then next year it's going to be even more money.
Yeah, when they bring Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party back, it will cost more than the Boo Bash because their justification will be, oh, people paid $140, $150 for Boo Bash. Not So Scary Halloween Party goes on longer. It gives you more. That's $175 now.
Or $200.
Or $200.
Like they've been going $50.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. You're supposed to be paying more for less. You're paying more for less time, less, crowds, all this other stuff. But I guarantee you it's going to be ridiculously crowded. You have less time to do anything. It's going to be a cluster and a half.
I used to think that not too long ago, I'm like, well, Disney's going to get to a point where people just stop going because the prices are too high and the value is not there. And by God, people just line up to be slapped in the face. They love it. They love having that white glove just smack them right across the ass. And
I was going to say reach into their pockets.
Reach in their pocket.
They're smacking you with one hand, reach into your pocket and stealing your wallet with the other.
Yeah, I've never seen. I mean, this is what we talk about. This is why we get so many cult-like Disney defenders, in our comment section on our website, because we do call this stuff out and they just can't see it. It is almost cult-like. It's like if you dare say anything about this mega conglomerate, you're a bad person. Mickey is moral and just, and it's for your own good. He's picking your pockets for your own good, everybody. Mickey knows what he's doing. Just trust Mickey. Trust the mouse. All right, guys, so I guess we're going to wrap this one up.
Let's try one more time before we wrap it up. So we can
try one more time. You gotta hum some Disney songs or something while we...
No, because we'll get demonetized.
We'll just hum them badly so they can't. Let's see here. We're calling. Oh, man. No
And that's
magic for us.
And you know what's going to happen? All these people aren't going to get through, and they're going to all cancel their trips.
Yep, that's
And
exactly.
you're going to lose more money that way.
But Disney's already got the bookings numbers. They can say, look at all the hotels. Look how
Oh, right.
full
We're
they are."
going to claim that, even though people are going to cancel their damn hotels. I know we're probably canceling our trip because if we don't get tickets, we're not going.
We'll give you your money back in about 3 months. That's what they did with the cruise line. When they shut the cruise line down, they kept juggling people's money because they didn't want to give the money back because they had the money on the
Well, no,
books.
you had a choice that you could get your money back in a full refund. If you paid in full, you can get a full refund, but it was taking months.
It was taking
or
months,
you
yeah.
can get a credit of 125% towards another cruise, but only one time. So if they canceled the cruise on you 3 more times, you still never got more than that. Or if you were not paid in full, they were supposed to refund your money immediately. But yes, it took a long time for a lot of people to get their money back.
Yeah, because they want to keep it on the books so they can, when they have their investor call, they can say, oh, parks and resorts, oh my God, we can't find rooms, but pent-up demand, FOMO, all of that.
FOMO,
Yeah,
I say fuck you. Sorry, Mom.
it's FU.
So there you go.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
All right, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.